We're in the winner bracket, everybody, and Meta Madness continues with the highlight. Team against Chili Mountain. Now, today we don't have Poik for the Chilies. We have Barkult from the actual lineup playing for them. Poik yesterday subbing in and showing us his Nova skills was kind of fun. But the pairings in the winner bracket are pretty epic. First, we have these two teams go up against each other. Then in the other semifinal in the winner bracket, we have the Donuts against the Hardos. It's gonna be good. Let's just leave it at that. Now, if you have missed out on all of the Meta Madness games so far, then what rock did you crawl under from? Meta Madness, 30 heroes are banned. 30 heroes are banned from the entire competition, and of course I'm going to link them also in the YouTube video if you happen to watch this on YouTube right now. If you do, by the way, some of you are not subbed yet, so hit that sub button. But yeah, 30 heroes are pre-banned. They're not allowed to be played in this tournament at all, and every single hero that you see played in one of these games is not allowed to be played again on map 2 and map 3 if it comes to a third map within the same series. Now obviously that forces all of the teams to really think outside the box, especially as we're progressing through a match, and it's going to be pretty good. Now there's a few heroes that you will obviously see heavily targeted and banned within the first map, but after that things usually start to escalate a bit. We've seen Cho'Galls, we've seen Nova, we've seen Murky, Gazlo, I mean you name it, it's been there. There are a few exceptions and people are still eagerly awaiting the Abathur pick and also the Probius pick, but apparently without Ixia, no Probius, so that's what it seems, at least for now. But here comes the Dehaka choice. Tomb of the Spider Queen is the map, so Dehaka is going to be played here with the ban on Medivh, doesn't really surprise, and a lot of melee assassins banned out as Chili Mountain takes Maiev and Kerrigan off the board, so two that won't be able to be played here. Now the hero pool is severely limited, and the two roles that have probably been hit the hardest are the tanks and the healers. Now you still have a few available, and normally I would expect Kharazim to make an appearance here. Interestingly enough, in the first rotation no supports picked at all, but Smixy has been playing Kharazim whenever he can. He just loves to go for the damage right now, and this might be a good pick here too. Now, Deckard Cain is also still available and up, so that's another one that could be taken. Deckard is really good, and obviously with the last patch has been buffed, so he's back in the meta. So one of the few that really brings you value. But there's the Tyrande pick, another one that we've seen quite frequently, together with Sylvanas. So a good start into the first draft for Chili Mountain. Starting things pretty well here. And I want to see what Dino is going to take, because Dino has been playing a few heroes during Meta Madness where he just absolutely obliterated the competition. It was pretty impressive to see all of that. So yeah, let's see what they can pull off here. First and foremost, what do we get? We get a ban on Zarya. Yeah, she has actually been played, not in the playoffs at least. We've seen her banned out a couple of times, but nothing besides that. Okay, so last ban for map number 1 as we're heading into Tomb. Quick reminder, this is a best of 3 series. Only the grand final is a best of 5, which means that in the grand final, a maximum of... let me quickly think about this. Quick math, I know. A maximum of 76 heroes will be banned on map number 5. 70 plus, in addition to that, the 6 that get banned in the 5th draft. In a best of 5, so that leaves very few heroes for the picks, considering that we have 90 heroes in total in Meta Madness now. Also, big shout out as usual to High Tech sponsoring this entire thing. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. We talked earlier, by the way, about the old man, and there he is. So Deckard Cain gets picked. We got Rexa and ETC for team with Ultralisk on Liming. Could always swap that over to Dino. He had an insane game with Liming on Battlefield of Eternity yesterday. Yeah, but here come Wooby. Wooby and Make. Wooby in the main tank position for Chili Mountain. Make with Mephisto, I would assume. That would be a good pick for him just in general. He loves to play it. So are we going to get Mephisto? No, we get the birdie. Alright, Make with Falset over Mephisto in game number 1. And we get Muradin. Yeah, one of the strong tanks that is still on the board. And, well, let's go. Last pick. Dino. We need a bit more damage. Liming is nice, but they need a bit more than that. Now, what's it gonna be? Could go for some nasty comps, actually. Because you can pair... Okay, they go for a Fear. double mage. Fair enough. It's also, I mean, if Masquerade lands a good mosh pit, then this is going to be a party. But as it stands, game number 1, so the best of 3 is going to start up. We're in the winner bracket. We're in the semi-final. We got Team Wah against Chili Mountain. Let's go, everybody. And let's see who takes the victory on the first map of the best of 3. Game number 1, Quasar for the blue team on Rexa. We got Dino on Orphea, Banana H on Deckard Cain, and Ultralisk is playing Li Ming in game number 1 as we have Masquerade on ETC. Claiming that he just spoke up, by the way. I believe it. I honestly believe it. On the right side of the map, Chili Mountain with Azarite on Sylvanas. We have Wooby on Murden. Make is playing Falstad. Smexy on Tyrande already. And Berghult on D.Va. Okay. Let's find out who wins game number 1. This is especially interesting because remember that during the X Cup summer, Chili Mountain never made it into the playoffs. They only participated in 2 out of the 10 qualifiers and they couldn't gather enough points to qualify for the playoffs. A lot of the guys were on vacation beforehand and therefore they never really made it into the actual X Cup summer. Whereas Team Wah obviously progressed to win the entire thing. And they are also starting the first game in this series up with a bang as they drop Sylvanas. Yeah, easy kill. Masquerade helps the team to get the kill locked in, and that's a good start, of course, with the Quasar immediately taking down to the bot lane. Yeah, Berghult is saying hi. It's all about the gems right now, and of course about the rotational fights, and Wooby gets attacked right away. They try to lock him down, but he's able to make his way out of the fight. Stacks are coming together for Falstad, who went into the Gathering Storm. We have ETC also with the Proc Rock, so he's trying to go for the Globes. And he's trying to go for the Slide. And Sylvanas is... yeah, nearly dying again. Instead, Wooby becomes the target and makes it out at least for an... oh, Dino with a slap attempt here. And Ultralisk with a combo, but Wooby is going full Juke City on them and able to escape. That got close though. That was really, really close here for a second. So yeah, that could have become a problem, but they were able to make it out. There is definitely a lot of pressure on. Team Wah is looking for kills. And they're already starting their turn-ins very early. I like that. Stun into stun. Miranda and Sylvanas. No, Azarite. Mistakes were made. But Ultralisk can't connect the combo here. Aggressive play from Sylvanas. She jumped in deep trying to get that kill. Not work out, but well, it gets close. I like that we have that Murden Tyrande combo again on the other hand, so that's actually pretty fun to see. So them trying to just get those stuns connected. There's the drag, by the way, talking about stuns and CC. Dehaka goes for the burrow. They're still playing it out against Dino. Use the mobility to get away. And Make trying to flank in to maybe even deliver the final blow, but not quite able to do so. Yeah, and still our 1 vs 1 at the bot lane. Only a single kill in the game, up to this point. Couple of gems turned in by the red team. Everything that Team Wah was trying to do had interrupted. There's the damage against Masquerade again, but he's still able to slide out. So Masquerade is still alive for now. He's able to get out of all of this. We have also on the side of Li Ming Dominance again. Plus also the Hunter Gatherer. I mean, Dominance for the longest time was honestly like the talent to take. Nothing else was really viable for her, especially when you went for aggressive Calamity plays. You wanted to have Dominance, and then the patches came in, meta shifted a little bit, and Triumvirate became a very stable option for Li Ming. But as you can see, sometimes Dominance still the pick for the players. We've even seen a full-on Firefly focus, more or less, from Dino just the other day as he went into the missiles. So, yeah. Right now, with 9 gems turned in, we have the blue team at least with enough gems to get a turn in. They go for the kill, and Quasar goes down. Deckard Cain wants some of the gems. He gets dragged too, and that's going to be another kill. Yep, 2 down and about 14, 15 gems lost. Chili Mountain. And when it mattered, they were there. They get the kills, they deny the gems to the blue team, and that is a really nice opening as they are about to maybe even get turn in number 1. Dino in trouble, and that's the 3rd kill. They were under pressure time and time again, but now they come in with kill after kill, locking in 3 pretty easily. 7 against 6 now the levels, the extra talent allowing them to be a bit more aggressive and taking more control of the map. Murden for now with Give Him the Axe. And on top, we have the camps attacked on the right side. The red the red weep weavers are gonna come down soon. But yeah, this is gonna be the push opportunity for Chili Mountain. Dequaza needs to be a little bit careful, but he gets some assist from Masquerade as he moves in. But the red team is not willing to give this one up, neither should they. So this all gets delayed, and if Masquerade dies here, that would be a disaster. And there's the drag and the kill. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That means that they're now playing in a 4 versus 5 just as the Web Weavers touch ground. We are looking at an insane push. Without their tank that could stun and prep a kill, this is going to be a nightmare for them. They are likely going to lose the fort at the bot lane. They're not even trying to defend it because they realize what's happening. Instead, they are rotating into the middle to take down not only the objective, but also the camp that was taken. But yes, that's a fort destroyed down at the bottom of the map. The red team is rotating, and Sylvanas is looking to push even further. Over here, though, Berkut finds himself in trouble, pops the essence, and might still fall. Tries to escape here, but Dehaka, he's dead. Dehaka down, and Sylvanas also on the way back. We still have the bot push going strong, though, and that opens up the entire wall. The tower's down. Even the keep might take a bit of damage. But even if it doesn't, that is such a big opening now. The battle in the middle, on the other hand, isn't stopping. It goes straight for ATC. He's dead too. There's the level 10 abilities now. And this is just getting completely out of hand. Chili Mountain, they just gained so much momentum with the early kills and the turn-in. Now they have heroic abilities over the opponent's team, which at least should allow them to do more damage, but it might also help them to get a second turn-in. So already they're setting up at the top with Sylvanas, and Whoopi is zoning everyone out. He's waiting for the rotation, and he forces them to take the super safe path that of course takes time. And that time is being used by the rest of the team to break through the wall and do enormous damage to the fort now as well. Whoopi maybe overstaying a little bit, so you gotta be careful. Jumps out, gets an assist from Smexy, could always pop the avatar too, but they destroyed the wall and they are also starting to obliterate the fort itself. Finally level 10 abilities for the blue team, but of course now they're trailing behind by a level and they find themselves in some real trouble. 2 kills to 5, Masquerade with the turn-in attempt immediately interrupted as the owl got sent out. Hogwarts says hi as Hedwig is en route delivering another letter. 2 kills to 5 by now, and with heroics in, let's take a look at the damage. We had 18,000 for our girl Orphea. Yeah, Whoopi with the turn-in, he gets the 19. And let's not forget that the red team is dangerously close to have enough gems for a second turn-in. So it's not only Team WA that is trying to get the turn-in completed here. Chili Mountain, they realize they have a chance here to go for a double turn-in and maybe even delete some gems. Ult already being used, but that feast, well, it was a pretty short feast. There was not a lot of food on the table there. Orphea is missing. Ultralisk runs down to the bottom of the map and tries to turn in again. And Tirana just says no.
Nope.
Comes in, interrupts, tries again, but here's Muradin, the dwarf, hoppity hop, jumping in right away. We still haven't figured out how exactly Muradin works. Orphea is dead. But yes, Blizzard gave us some hints. They called it the dwarf toss, but who tosses the dwarf? Who tosses the dwarf? That's the real question. I haven't seen Aragon around anywhere, so someone is tossing that dwarf, but we still don't know who. But they are getting kills, and they are getting a lot of them right now. So another triple kill, Muradin alive, and they go for the next camp. Guys, this is starting to get out of control here. It's getting absolutely out of control. So yeah, check this one out. Here they come in again with Falstad already locking Banana H in, who just stops walking at some point. The old man is tired. He just wants to die in peace. Goes down. So does Li Ming. Level 13 is now on the board against level 2. But yeah, 7 years and Heroes of the Storm, and we still don't know who tosses the dwarf. I mean, again, so, like, he can't toss himself, so there needs to be some invisible goblin or something that tosses the dwarf whenever he wants to hop around here. Maybe like a pocket Aragon or something. Like, I don't know. But again, guys, don't tell the elf. Don't tell the elf. So we got another turn-in. The Red Web Weavers are going to touch ground. We got 8 kills to 2. Level 13 is ready. The talent advantage is there. The stats advantage is there. They already took structures down. And the blue team, Team WA, is the team that just won the X-Cup Summer. It did exceptionally well in the previous tournaments too. And now, in game number 1, here in the winner bracket against Chili Mountain, they are suffering. And they are suffering a lot. Can they bring that back? Because at least for now, they're just eating dirt. At this point, they get attacked again. We already have down at the bottom of the map, Muradin even escorting the Web Weavers a little bit further. 18 stacks for ETC, by the way, closing in on the quest completion on his level 1 talent. Falstad is at 55 stacks. Marker with 28,000 damage is the top damage dealer in the game at this point in time. Yeah, and they took every single fort down, which means it's really difficult for Team WA to come into the mid lane and turn in their gems because they have no fallback option. There's no fort left, there's no wall that they can retreat behind, and they don't have a fountain. So they are losing more and more ground and give up map control to Chili Mountain. What they need is kills. And currently they're not getting any. Now they got a couple of combos and setup that they can use, but it hasn't happened thus far. It's 13 versus 13, but it's a 2-level lead for Chili Mountain. And here comes the aggression, because they know they have to, but Liming gets murdered. I mean, this was murder. This was absolute murder. The old man coming in, stay a while and listen. But nobody wants to listen to that old geezer and his stupid stories, so instead they're focusing their attention on the little schoolgirl over here, and Coffin Girl dies. She's dead. 11 kills to 2. Chili Mountain, everybody. They come in against one of the toughest teams in Europe right now, and they are absolutely rolling them. That is insanity. Chili Mountain is going through them like hot butter through cheese. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. 11 kills to 2, 16 to 13, a 3-level lead. Sylvanas with her PhD in PvE is pushing through the mid lane, trying to ensure that the keep is taking some additional damage too. And the Chilis haven't even lost a fort. It's insane. They have lost nothing. Look at this. Not even a tower has fallen. Not even a gate here. Nothing. And Team Wa is just getting beaten down. Beaten into a pulp. They got 36 gems, so they lost a lot here. But that is one dominant display of strength of Chili Mountain. The only play that would be a bit more dominant is if they would start peeing on them or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, the Dwarf with a big hop. Nice play by Masquerade. Making sure that there's no Stormbolt follow-up. But the situation is dire, to say the least. I mean, for now, Berg with another turn in. There's not a single objective that Team WA was able to lock in for themselves. And the boss is obviously up too, so at any point that could be taken, and Chili Mountain might force that play. I mean, we've all seen it before. If you go for boss as the dominant team, your opponent is going to try and turn in and then trade the objective for a boss defense. And since the boss would take aim for the core directly, considering that the top keep is down, it's more or less the only thing that you can really go for. So the Dwarf hopping again, double stun is in, and here we go. Banana H in trouble. Here comes Azerite, could drop the Wailing Arrow if he needed to. Whoopi zones out 3, and they're looking for a kill on Ophir. Coffin Girl is down. There's the party on the left. No Wailing Arrow available now, but they don't even need it. They go for Masquerade, and they drop the cow. ETC is dead. Beef on the table. And of course, the mid lane is wide open now with Sylvanas. There's no doubt what's going to happen here. They can take that keep down. They can snowball it towards the core. Another Stormbolt straight to the face. Ultralisk with the escape, and he gets away. But the keep can't run, and this one is going to be obliterated within seconds. What a performance in game number 1 from Chili Mountain. Honestly, incredible. I did not expect Team WA being on the receiving end of such a beating. 13 kills to 2. Now, they're closing the distance to level 16, and at the end of the day, that's of course what they're trying to accomplish here. They want the even talent battle, but I'm not sure if they're ever going to get it. Now we have enough turn-ins for another Weep Weaver wave for Chili Mountain. And at the top, they're going for the boss now as well. So there's that. Down here, Bakul is just sniffing out what's happening. Dequaza himself has 36 gems. If, Banana H delivers, then they're going to get at least one objective. But 2 keeps are down. 2 keeps are down at this point. Yeah, and Whoopi comes in again. They don't even want to give them a turn in. Like, what the hell? They're not even getting a turn in, not even one. And look at Dino. Dino is dead again. All that he does at this point is dying. He died 5 times already. ETC comes in with a party time. He's dead too. They are absolutely getting murdered. They're getting spanked. They're getting... I mean, what? Absolute dominant performance by Chili Mountain. They're taking them down. Team WA is gonna need a shower after this game because Chili Mountain is shitting all over them right now. 15-2. What the hell? What a first game. Chili Mountain with a big W on Tomb of the Spider Queen. They lock in the win on the first map of the best of 3 series here in the winner bracket. Absolutely impressive performance by Chili Mountain. Big victory for them now. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Game number 2! Chili Mountain is in the lead, and boy, what a performance on map number 1. That was something. Yeah, for Team WA, that is gonna be a little bit tricky now. I mean, they can't really be happy with this. They're looking at that, not only did they lose, but they got absolutely stomped. So either they just shrug it off and they're like, yeah, whatever, that didn't really work for us, so let's go and just do better map number 2, but yeah. Now we got a couple of heroes that are still left, which are going to be interesting potentially here in Braxis, because you got Genji still up. What's really interesting is that there's only 4 main tanks that are still left for picking. Arthas, Mal'Ganis, Tyrael, and Varian are all still open. Now, obviously, there's a couple of side laners that you can play in the main tank position too. A good example would be Imperius. But as you can see, the front line is a bit more limited right now. Every single hero that was played in the first game is not allowed to be played again over here. So that really limits the pool. That makes it that factually there's now 40 heroes that get banned. One of the reasons why Yrel gets banned out. But I honestly would say that Smexy is going to pick Kharazim anyways. If Smexy gets the chance, he's going to pick Kharazim. And there's the Genji ban. And that makes perfect sense. Genji is fantastic on this map. Even if you don't pre-ban any heroes. So there's that. And we could see that now. Now, obviously, we're also not going to see Rexxar in Braxis, which is usually at the top lane, one of your highest priority picks because he was played on the last map. Ultralisk with an early Alarak pick, on the other hand. Okay. And I would say that's a Varian pick right now. Sorry. Yes, Varian might actually be true too. Varian or Tyrael, I would say, for the front line. But what was more important was I believe that we're going to see Smexy with Kharazim again. With Yrel already banned out, supports are also a little bit low now. You can still go for Morales. Rhaegar is up. Rhaegar wouldn't be too bad because he can help with the camp clear. You got Alexstrasza. But boy, they're going for the frontline focus. Yeah, with the supports, you have a few other alternatives. I think that Smexy would still have loved to play Kharazim, but of course, as mentioned, there's not really that many main tanks left. So stealing 2 of them away, so to say, leaves the blue team with only Arthas, Varian, and Tyrael. Those are the 3. That's it. So, I guess Varian would be an option if they try to land a combo. Leo is in, and they pick Rhaegar. Maybe they're even going full on for the Leo main tank. We've seen it a few times now. But things get really spicy now. At this point, things become very, very interesting because anything could happen here. And of course, if it goes to a 3rd map, that is even more so true. With bans incoming, they could limit the main tank pool even more. If they wanted to. Or just ban out some damage. So, yeah. But yeah, that's going to be really... Yeah, there's the Varian ban. Yep, the Varian ban is there. That leaves Tyrael and Arthas for main tank. If they want to add the 3rd melee. And don't decide that they're going to play this out with Leo or something. Now, if I was Team WA, I would very likely ban Kharazim. Smexy likes to play that hero too much, and Kharazim is good for traversing debris on the map, but they ban Malthael. Yeah. That's an interesting ban right now. It's not really what I expected. I'm a bit curious. I mean, every single time I see Meta Madness a Malthael ban or like a Tychus ban, which you don't have to ban him right now, I believe immediately like, oh my god, is it going to be a Cho'Gall? But yeah, I don't think so. So there's Kharazim again. You don't ban him, he gets picked. That was more or less obvious. And we get Marcus Medivh. Yeah, that's nasty. Now we have Medivh to empower these rotations between the lanes through portals and the mobility that Imperius and Kharazim offer. I like what Chili Mountain has a lot. I do. And let's see what Team WA does to bring that draft together. But there's Jimmy, okay. And we got Arthas. I'm not gonna lie, boys. I like the red draft a lot better. Doesn't mean that what Team WA has here doesn't have potential. It does. But looking at the lineup that Chili Mountain is drafting together right now is insane. Medivh with Imperious Mal'Ganis, they just need a good damage dealer for Azza right now. Most of the mages are still here. So they could play most of the mages still, and there it is. They go for Gul'dan. Fair enough. Braxis, everybody. Map number 2 in the best of 3. Does it go to a third map? Does Chili Mountain take the 2-0? We're gonna find out now. Team against Chili Mountain. Game number 2 here in the winner bracket semi-final. Let's find out if the blue team can bring it back. The blue team on the second map with Banana H on Rega. We got Ultralisk on Alarak. Straight up into the extended lightning. We have, as you can see, Dino with Jimmy. And Masquerade is playing Arthur's Dequaza, rocking it on Leo on the side lane. On the right side of the map, Mako and Medivh are going to keep that baseline in mind. That's going to be the important one. Wooby on Imperious. We have Smexy on Karazim looking for the damage again with Azerite playing Gul'dan. And Mal'Ganis gets played by Backhold. I'm Batman. So yeah, Mal'Ganis is in and we are good to go. It's a bit dangerous. Chili Mountain, they had a great showing in the first game. And I want to see what they can do on map number 2. Wouldn't it be incredible if they would be able to take Team down with the 2-0? Just imagine the blue team dropping into the loser's bracket. I don't think that has ever happened. I don't think they found themselves even once in the loser's bracket yet in any competition. I mean, we had so many Heroes tournaments lately that I might have missed something and can't remember. But to my knowledge, they always dominated through the winner's bracket. But as it stands, we now have our 4 versus 4 at the bot lane. Imperious is playing topside with Leo, which also means that Wooby is playing a side laner this time. Now, later on in the fight, you can look at it however you want. He is going to be in one of the frontline roles for sure. There's the portal. Yeah, trying to get out here. Smexy already looking for a little bit more damage. Smexy is just having so much fun playing heroes, and you can tell, especially when he's on a hero like Karazim. But even some of the Alexstrasza plays that he made during the qualifiers, people that watched the Infernal Shrines game know what I'm talking about. He's definitely enjoying himself with those games. So, as the party continues, Dino, he started things up with the ace in the hole. Obviously, there is a lot of slows. You got Arthur's in, you have also like Leo. There's so much where you can trigger the ace in the hole that the damage output of Jimmy should be really significant. And hello? Kill against Wooby! Sorry, Masquerade rotated up. I was just like, wait a second, he gets soloed? Yeah. That actually missed that. So the rotation of our boy Arthur's was something that I slept on. So now we have the first kill against Chili Mountain. Team with the first blood in the game. Camps are taken from both teams, so they're focusing through both the camps. And now Dino's trying to take over, but the red team has already rotated some heroes towards the top in an attempt to do the same thing and take it back here. Wooby had to jump out successfully. And topside, there's the pew 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 again. And the negatively charged. So we get the paralyzing rage, we have negatively charged in, and Arthur's is going for the Deathlord over here. Down to the bottom of the map, talking about Wooby. He's trying to stop the onslaught, which is not going to be easy for him alone. The rest of the team is slowly coming through to help him out here. Smexy might need a shield. He needs a dash target for sure. Provides it himself, as Medivh is a bit too far out. But some initial decent damage done against Chili Mountain now. So team has a good start. Yeah, they open the bot lane up. If they can take the fountain down, that would of course be fantastic. Take the sustain away from the opponent. Make it easier for yourself as you're trying to claim the beacon. Corruption plays are also in. We now have the Echoed Corruption on 7 stacks. But there's the play for Medivh. And he dies. Medivh down, and that is 12 stacks lost. He was at 12 stacks at the top. Leo also falls as he gets ganked, but the consequences are way different. One team loses the stacks on Medivh, the other, and also the fort, by the way. The other just loses a hero that will respawn in a couple of seconds on site again. So that is fantastic for Team Yeah, they're doing way better here in the early stages than I expected them to. Medivh has so far not had the impact that Chili Mountain is of course hoping for, but we also are waiting for level 10 abilities to kick in, and then things are oftentimes going to change. But at least for now, 18%, 20% now towards the progress on the beacon for control that they have. Bergholt and his boys are taking over at the bottom of the map. And at the top, they take down Whoopi again. So Whoopi is down once more. Down here, it's a 1 versus 1 situation, but up at the top, the push of the blue team continues. Obviously, with a fort gone at the bottom of the map, there's nothing really to be won there anymore. So instead, they're focusing topside, trying to take the fountain down too. And Braxis is a map when you start to lose control over those lanes, and your opponent still has these fountains and forts up, you are in trouble. It makes it really difficult for you to fight for the beacon. You're always going to be a step behind. So you need to make snappy kills happen, or it's going to be a disaster. And talking about snappy kills, they're looking for another snappy kill. Trying to come in against Medivh. Ultralisk, though, he's low, and he dies. Alarak is dead. Level 7 talents for Chili Mountain. They go for the doggy, and Banana Age gets blocked by Dinu. Dinu with the body block. Now he turns it, and together with Leo, they're killing Medivh, so stacks are once again lost. And that's starting to become a big pain too, but the fight isn't even stopping. Masquerade and Dequaza, the two frontliners, are both low, one of them falling. Dinu wanted to go for the kill, but I think he chased him a little bit too far. Someone got baited over here. Masquerade wants to help him out and pays the price for it. Yeah, Arthur's dying for Jimmy. Now we have 5 kills to 4, still very close, but 64% on the progress. Now this isn't a winner-takes-all objective, but still, it's a real big lead for the blue team now on the objective. If they lock in the first one, that would be great. Ultralisk, oh, Smexy, protected by the way, able to get away thanks to Medivh and his shield. Leo died. He doesn't so much die as activate his trait. Gets value. He died 3 times. And to be fair, if you lose one hero in the fight, if you can trade heroes, you always want to trade Leo. He spawns on point. He's always going to be in a spot where he doesn't have travel time. He spawns faster if he connects drains. So losing Leo during a battle isn't a big deal as long as you trade. Obviously, if he just gets murdered, it doesn't do anything for you. But if you at least trade, then yeah, you are going to be in a much better position. It's going to be a positive trade for you. 15,000 damage, top damage in the game for Dinu. 0 deaths on him too. So, yeah, he hasn't fallen yet. Down to the bottom of the map. Camps are going to start to push through. Leo still has control over the camp, but in comes the play for the top lane, and it's beacon time again. They want to lock this one in as well. Dequaza from the side. The lead in experience is actually significant because it could lead to an early level 10 for Team Wah. And if they get it, they might be able to make a snappy play here. But the portals, yeah, portal rotations are amazing on this map. On any map really, but on this one even more so. Because it's just so important to take that control. But there's more progress for them. That's 80% already, and Dequaza is holding that even longer. If Dequaza just holds it and lets himself die for this, he doesn't even have to. They're locking it in. 100% to 0. 100 to 0, and on top of that, the fort is already gone. This is a nightmare for Chili Mountain. They have level 10 abilities, both teams do. Arthas hasn't taken anything yet. Are they actually going to go for Syndragosa? Yes! Syndragosa! Whoop whoop! Captain Hitsugaya would be proud. Here we go, baby! They go for a keep. They want the keep, and they're just rushing through with it. That is such an aggressive play once again. They are trying to make it work now. There's the ley line to stop them, but I'm not sure if that's really going to happen. Big plays by the blue team. They're trying to take keep number 1 before the 10-minute mark. Maybe even go for core if they can kill a few. I don't think that's going to happen, but the keep shouldn't really stand a chance. Even if you YOLO in for this one, I call worth. There's the portal, trying to zone them out a little bit further. The Guardians are still doing damage, but they're slowly being taken down here. Then again, we have Bergholt dropping low. There's the 7-sided, and the kill. 7-sided strike, the kill is in. Whoopi gets focused, gets the shield, tries to go through the portal, is able to escape. Marke low. Oh, the kill! And the double. 2 down. 2 kills all of a sudden for Team, and they can go for the keep. They already tag it. They already pop the pin. They want to take this one down, and there is no one stopping them anymore. Even if you lose another hero in the process, this is just worth it. Dequaza comes in, finally drops it. The keep is gone. The drain is in, Leo ghosts away, and that was a huge and successful fight. Here's the battle once again. So Whoopi comes in, they're trying to chase them, but then again it turns against them. Both of the main frontliners are in trouble as Imperius falls, and then a second later Mal'Ganis gets also obliterated. So 2 of them go down, 6 kills to 7. And yeah, the keep gone, the fort's gone. It doesn't get much better than that. This is honestly Team WA's game to lose. I don't think that Chili Mountain has a chance of winning this unless the blue team screws up. Which could always happen. You make a boss play, maybe force it too much, risk too much, and then, well, you're gonna be punished for that. But generally, just looking at the minimap, this is such a dominant position now. And I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed. Medivh died a couple of times. He's still not done with the stacking, not even close. They just don't get a foothold here. And from the beginning, it was the blue team that drove the agenda. That was in the driver's seat here, making the decisions. Whoopi gets caught. Alright, has to pop his ult. Tries to turn that, but he gets attacked, receives the shield, and still dies. Still dies. Whoopi is down, and the level 13 talents are now ready. Syndragosa, baby! Slowing them down even further. But the portal was ready, and they were able to escape. Now, the bottom wall will take some damage. I don't think they can take the entire thing down. But they at least are about to drop one of the towers. The beacons, on the other hand, are already up and active. So that is going to be another nice progress for the blue team here. Yeah, of course, now we have Chili Mountain coming in, trying to stop that from happening. But they are already suffering a lot. And even if they lock the beacon in eventually, that's already 40 points taken by the blue team. The level advantage, the talent advantage is big. And yeah, they send Whoopi topside. But we are talking about 70% at this point. 70% already claimed. There's the 13 for Chili Mountain. It is kind of likely that we're going to go to game number 3 on this one. But again, Chili Mountain hasn't given up on it yet. So as long as they get a few kills, they might be able to turn this around, but they need to build up momentum. And that's only going to happen when they get kills and they use those death timers and the numeric advantage on the map to their favor. 19 stacks on the negatively charged for Anubarak. Nothing to write home about just yet. 99 stacks on the sadism. And by the way, talking about stacks, Gul'dan is currently on 33 for his level 1. But here's the battle again. And they're at 84, 86. Guys, there's going to be another 100-0 wave that we're talking. Yeah, they're about to lock it in. There it is. They lose Leo. But again, you need to kill more. Leo is just not enough. Nice ult from Gul'dan. That ult was great. Masquerade dies. Ultralisk also gets dropped. They need to defend the bot lane, though. They need to defend the bot lane. Yeah, bottom of the map gets attacked. And that's a big Zerg wave once again against only... Yeah, well, that's not a Zerg wave. That's a joke. The top, camp is pushing. Down here, they're going to lose some. Banelings are already rolling in. No Marine split in the world is going to save you from those. And yes, the wall will fall. But they're going to save the keep. With 2 heroes dead on the blue team side, especially with Arthas not being part of it, who could have gone in with the Syndragosa. They are saving not only the fort, even one of the towers is still in play. And that closes the gap a little bit. If you look at experience alone, they're really not all that far apart. It's really the structural advantage that is the biggest problem. Now, Anubarak is sitting at 26,000, currently trailing behind Leo and Reyna. But as the sadism stacks and also his level 4 ranks up, he's obviously going to get more and more damage through. 36,000 damage as we're talking about it on Gul'dan, so he's the top damage dealer in the game for now. And at the top, Whoopi is still slowing this down. But level 16 is getting closer and closer. Team WA wants it. Once they have it, they could try and steal some of the camps away, but that's a 3-4 minute cooldown. Over here we got 2 minutes. Yeah, kind of unlikely. They have 2 plays that are available to them. Either they push for the bottom structure, which seems to be what they're attempting to do here, or alternatively, they could go for boss and force a battle there. But it seems that the idea is to poke the keep. With the level 16 talents, that gives them the Mithril Maze. We got the Rallying Cry after the Giddy Up, and they are poking that slowly, in addition to the Lightning Barrage that we now have. So yes, the damage is there. The damage and the poke are there, but Chili Mountain is soon going to get their own level 16. So you won't be able to take this one down, but you can slowly take at least a few of the hit points off. And Gul'dan obviously is going to go for the combo with the level 1. But he's not done with it yet. So this position that they're in, trying to defend here, gives him an opportunity to complete the quest. Goes into the Ruinous Affliction. And there's the Way of 100 Fists. Maxi wants to go for the damage. He's like, dude, if you are not doing it, I will. I'll hunt these guys down. But engaging into Arthur's is really tricky for someone that is that heavily reliant on the auto attacks and melee on to boot. There's the Ancestral Healing. They quasi low. He goes down. Chili Mountain. They're fighting. They're still fighting. Syndragosa slows the backline down a little bit. Makes it harder to go for the engage. Ultralisk moves out. There's the Horrify. And Ultralisk blocked it. Beautiful block on the Horrify. Well done. I mean, he saw it coming here, of course. But still, that was important. We're going to take another quick look at that. Because, again, that was an important play. So first Syndragosa slows them down in the back, as you can see. Makes it harder for them to chase. And then Ultralisk comes in, blocks the Horrify, and is able to save himself. And they are moving back down to the bottom of the map now. They're really going for a bit of a guerrilla tactic here. Trying to take that keep down. And the core is also getting attacked, but we're only 15 minutes into the game. So, yeah, here comes the ley line as they're attempting to set it up. The fight in the back is already going on. And they still try to disengage here. But now you don't have Syndragosa anymore, and Jimmy's in trouble, and Dino is indeed dead. But Make! And he dies! He completed the quest previously, but Make is dead. Kill for kill. What a spear by Whoopi! Once again, the sadism stacks get reset on Alarak. They also kill Leo. 14 kills to 8. And all of a sudden, there's some momentum for Chili Mountain. This isn't over. This is not over yet. The minimap looks grim. But they might be able to bring this slowly back. Catapults now on the core, starting to take the shield down, but we're still early in the game, 16 minutes. Shouldn't hurt them too much, even if they lose a few points, but even that I doubt. And now they're getting progress. 50 on the beacon. Looking at 60 on the beacon. Alright, alright. 32 stacks for our boy Alarak, by the way. Once that he's back to business, he's still dead for another 7 seconds. Yeah, they're trying to fight this out down here. This is going to be a Zerg wave. They get one. The Horrify, the kill against Rhaegar. They're turning this. They're actually turning this. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Berkut wants to come in. And another kill against Leo. They might have... Yeah, they might have fucked up a little bit here. I'm not going to lie. That push for the bottom camp might have just been a bit too much, too ambitious, too optimistic. And now they're suffering the consequences at the bot lane. That's a huge Zerg wave. 100% to 0, which means that Whoopi can defeat this all by himself. He needs to at least come in and help a bit out, or the catapults could become a problem. But down at the bottom of the map, it is a play for keep. Team, they don't have Rhaegar. And Whoopi is missing, so that puts at least a 4 versus 4 spin onto the bottom fight. But this is falling very, very quickly. And Whoopi is now also starting to move over. And the level lead is there. Chili Mountain has a level lead now. Keep the core over here on the right side in mind. The core is losing hit points, by the way, for the red team. The core is losing hit points. Whoopi moved back a little bit too early, maybe. So yeah, 87% on the core. On the left side, Karazim is down. That's really bad for Chili Mountain. Dequaza with a slow Make. 50 hit points on Medivh. 50 hit points. And the rest of them doesn't look too great either. So they are moving out. Muck is able to escape, but Mal'Ganis is dead. Now, this is a problem. If they don't defend this, then they're going to lose the keep. And I think they might not even be in a position where they can prevent it from happening at this point. The catapult. They go for boss. The call is made. They're losing the keep, I suppose, but they go for boss. They try to end this right now. 5 against 3. And level 20 not available for Chili Mountain just yet. It's not there yet. 87% on the core. Keep has survived, by the way. The keep is still in play. They still have the keep. Boss is taken. They go for the next camp. This is the play. Go to the bottom, drop the keep, end the game. They were so close earlier. They were heavily ahead. But right now, it is them trying to ensure that Chili Mountain is not all of a sudden winning this series with the 2-0. Yeah, this is way closer than it was supposed to be after this early and mid game. Here we go. Level 20 is ready for one team. Second one is about to get it. Leyline, they dodge it. Yes, only Leo caught. That's not enough. And the keep is down. Level 20, any second. They're getting it, any second. It's not there yet. Here we go. Level 20 for both sides. And Azerite with the tactical pause. The 3-2-3 moment. The fuck is happening? The tactical pause by Azerite. Oh my god. On this side, we have 2 already slept up. Azerite pauses the game. The push through the bot lane. 40 stacks for our boy with a negatively charged here. Might be Rhaegar. Maybe... No. Whatever the reason was, they're resuming. Here it is. There's the Farseer's Blessing on the 20. And also the Absolute Zero. And there it comes. Absolute Zero is in. They kill Mal'Ganis. They go for Azerite. The core is already getting attacked. The blue team is trying to go for the victory. They want to force game number 3. They're quasi-alive as Smexy pops the 7-sided strike. And they're going in for the damage. For all the damage. And another big ley line. Medivh down. Leo down. The core without shield. Smexy is low. He's trying to dash out, but he gets punished by Alarak. And that's the end of Kerosene. That's the end of everybody. 5-man team wipe. And we have game number 3 coming up, everybody. Team WA with a victory on Braxis holdout. 15 kills to 17 in game number 2. Game number 3. It's getting spicy. 50 heroes are banned. 50 heroes out of 90 are not available anymore, and that especially hits the main tanks. Tyrael and Varian are the only ones that are still available here. Guys, before we're heading into the draft, once again a quick reminder, this is all sponsored by Hightech. They've been amazing to work with. If you watch this on YouTube, check out the video description. There's a link to the Hightech website. Do me a favor and click it real quickly. Leads you to the shop. You don't have to go on a big shopping spree or anything. I mean, if you're in the market for something, definitely check them out. They're an awesome partner to work with. Only heard good things about them. I have a high-tech PC myself, and the thing is a beast. But the important part is they're one of the few companies that really still believe in this, that will sponsor Heroes of the Storm events, and we should appreciate that. So if you can just click the link, that would be amazing. They're tracking where people come from. They see interaction with people that are watching this tournament, and I have a better position to argue for more events in the future, to negotiate with them. So obviously they also want to make sure, you know, that there is some interaction if they are sponsoring something like that. So if you can hit that link, that would really be appreciated. It's in the description. Check that one out. And a big shout out to Hightech. Amazing sponsor to work with. I'm not only saying that, they are the company that gave me the most freedom so far when I want to set up a tournament. They just pretty much, when I suggest something, they like the general idea, the details, they say, you do you, we like the general concept, all the details are up to you. And for someone like me organizing tournaments, that's amazing, believe me. Now what's also amazing is that we are now in a game where there's 50 heroes banned out. And we have only Tyrael and Varian available at the front line. Auriel gets picked. Yeah, because healers are also in short supply. And there is Cho'Gall. Yeah, that's actually true. Cho'Gall is also there as a main tank. That's definitely a thing. Malthael is up, by the way. So when you're looking at percentage damage, Malthael might be something that they need to pick now. We have as supports Lily Morales and Whitemane that could be chosen together with Cho'Gall. But yeah, it's it's gonna get good here. Very, very quickly. A Malthael pick, very likely, and there it is. Malthael and Cassia get taken immediately to deal with Cho'Gall on the damage output. But that didn't come really as a shock. Now, you're looking for main tanks, obviously, on the side of Chili Mountain, and as mentioned before, you can either go Tyrael or you can vary, and outside of that, you have to look at the bruisers and think if maybe someone there fits the bill. Chen gets banned, so there's no isolation players on that end either. And boy, I'm just happy. This is this is gonna be stupid fun. I guess technically they could have also gone into Zul'jin. He can hammer it out too. Alexstrasza gets banned out. That leaves us with Lily, Morales, and Whitemane as a pick. Oh boy. Yeah, this gets dangerous quickly. Now, as a side laner, I could also see Zul being played, by the way. Just mentioning it, because Zul, with his rotations between the side lanes, is really strong in terms of wave clear. That can put a lot of macro pressure on you. And with Cho'Gall, you only have 4 bodies in the game, so that might be an issue. But talking about Zul, there he is, and he gets picked by team. Wah! And Morales together with it. So we got Morales, Zul, and Cho'Gall. It's getting really, really awesome. But yeah, that is interesting. Oh, I like that. So, what do we get for the last 2 picks here for Chili Mountain? The winner of this moves on to the winner bracket final. The loser drops down into the losers bracket. And there's Ragnaros and Yrel. And that is a redraft because she is banned. Unless they picked her by accident and they announce in chat what they really wanted to pick. But Yrel is obviously not allowed to be taken. So, yep, they screwed that one up. I assume that they're just letting the team know in the draft what else they wanted to pick, and then we're gonna see in the real game what's happening here. Let's assume that for the second, but yes, Yrel is definitely not allowed. Okay, so Dino with the last pick. And we got Gazlo! Gazlo is in. Game number 3. Ignore the scoreboard for a second. I'll fix it in a moment. There we go. So yeah, game number 3, and we got Cho'Gall in the house. And that's not the only thing that gets played here. Now, as already expected, they didn't want to pick Yrel. They misclicked Yrel, but they immediately announced in the draft chat and said, like, guys, we wanted Sonya. It's the last pick, so just finish it and we switch. That's what happened, as already assumed. So on the blue team side here on Towers of Doom, we get Cho'Gall, played by Dequaza and Ultralisk. We have Dino and Gazlo, Banana H on Morales, and Zul gets played by Masquerade. The right side of the map with Chili Mountain, we got Mako and Ragnaros, Backhult on Mathael, Sonya played by Wooby, Cassia by Azerite, and Smexy is playing Yrel. Okay, so Dake, yeah. Cho'Gall is in. And this is already an insane draft. So instead of going for a main tank, they only had Tyrael or Tyrael to pick, or Varian. They go for a triple bruiser frontline together with Cassia and Smexy on Yrel as the backline healer. We got, in this case, the charge strikes in. But of course, things are escalating over here. We have with Gazlo and with Zul now 2 heroes on the side lanes for Team WAT that have insane clear power and can use that to easily dominate the wave clear, at least try to. There's a lot of side laners too in the draft of Chili Mountain that they can utilize to counterplay that as best as possible. The support choices are also dope with Banana H over here on his Morales. Stim drone Cho'Gall incoming, I'd say. It's going to be fantastic. This is going to be a great game. I mean, Cho'Gall is an absolute monster to deal with and can be a huge pain. Nobody banned him out on this one. We have him on level 1 with the Calloused Hide, and there's also the Taskmaster. But this is just insanity now. All the way up at the top, we got Masquerade moving in. Slice and dicing, using that scythe to drop it completely. And look at the aggression. Cho'Gall moving in. Oh, gets sunned into the wall. That's a problem. That could be a kill. 48 points. No. No, they couldn't steal the pumpkins, but that's a bit of a meme that he got away with 40 or 50 hit points. That's insane. That's absolutely crazy. Now, when we're talking about the Gas Lord, he goes for the big game hunter here on level 1. The early level 4, Sonya is now trying to steal the pumpkin camp away. Full on focus into the blast wave once again. And they go for Marke. Now that I think about it, by the way, screw Stimdrone Cho'Gall. Gazlo, give him the clams, go full on Robo-Goblin Mecha Lord, and that with the Stimdrone, he is going to murder them. Absolutely murder them. That would be pretty epic as well. Rocket Socket over here. We also get the Seared Flesh, and we got the Rising Dread. Triple Altar Phase is popping up, and the pressure is on as Chili Mountain is turning up the heat a little bit and breaks through the bottom wall early on in the game. Slight experience lead for them. Nobody has died yet. Marke has to actually move out. Wanted to head back for some mana, I suppose. But that wasn't really possible for them anymore. Stellar Reactor is in too. Wooby on Sonya. Yeah, he's going to try and slam it out here. Went full into the slam build up to this point. And down here at the bottom of the map, Marke gets interrupted. Yep, the interrupt on Marke But I gotta say that the Quasar is eating a lot of damage here. Yeah, the Cho'Gall combo is definitely suffering a lot of damage up at the front, but with Banana Age on Morales, that really hadn't been a big problem so far. As long as you can heal that out, you're still in a decent spot, but they're zoning them out, and Smexy is now the one securing them elite as another 4 shots get fired against the opponent's core. So there's that. Now Gazlo, he's interrupting the rotations a bit, or at least is trying to do that, as Malfurion is moving between the middle and the top lane. Every single time that Wooby is moving down here, he has to take over. Besides that, we have them trying to collapse onto Gazlo, and that's a problem. The Gazlord is not dying. Instead, Muck is in trouble, and Mucker is dead. Cho'Gall with a final hit, what looked like a kill for Chili Mountain, turns against them, and even Wooby is in trouble, trying to spin away. Cho'Gall comes through and drops him to 2 kills for Team Wah. They get both. They get Ragnaros and they get Sonya. Now, personally, I'm very interested to see what happens around level 10, because technically you could really go Sulfuras, Last Rites, Leap, I mean, you name it. Some real nasty plays that you can attempt to execute if you only want to take one hero down. And if you are able to burst Cho'Gall, that would of course be the dream. Question then remains, is Wooby really tempted to go for Leap, considering that he would of course have way more sustain going for Wrath of the Berserker, which might not be a bad idea considering that they don't have a main tank and are running this with 3 bruisers instead. Altars are spawning once again in a couple of seconds. We got the Vanadium plating in. Edge of Madness. Madness. Meta Madness. And up to the top, Masquerade, Backhult. Yeah, they are still locked into that 1v1 battle. Backhult in particular has just been rotating the entire time whenever Sonya couldn't really help out here. Yeah, but it starts to ramp up a little bit. 2 kills to 0, but still pretty even experience between the teams. The attack against Cho'Gall. Wooby, careful. Morales came also through with another grenade here. Dino with a paperback. Gazlo. Yeah, there's only a single altar left right now. They're still elite. They go for Cho'Gall. He eats tons of damage, but it's just not enough to get the kill. And Smexy is attempting to channel again, and this should actually work out for them, unless Cho'Gall is really diving in. I don't think he can. He doesn't have the hit points right now. And the channel goes through. Wooby is still in trouble on the other hand, and will die. Isolates himself towards the left, trying to buy a bit of time and space for the rest of the team. Interestingly enough, he's still alive. Finally dying here. And as expected, here's the Robo-Goblin. Stim Drone with the Robo-Goblin. Again, if you want to capitalize on that Stim Drone in later team fights, then Robo-Goblin and that ult, that's what you have to go for. And we got Lava Wave! Lava Wave is in! Viable! 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 Someone call Trixler. Someone call Trixler, please. Lava Wave is in the house. All it took to make Lava Wave a halfway decent pick is 50 heroes being banned, everybody. That's all that it took. Easy. Last Rites, Wrath of the Berserker, Aegis is in. Still a little bit of action over here as Gazlo is trying to give him the clamps. Yeah. And let's see how they're going to use the Lava Wave in this case. That's going to be fun too. Backhult. Oh my god, they're also low already. The spin to win, keeping Wooby alive. Oh, the Poison Nova Azul is dead. But can they get the kill? No, Last Rites didn't drop him. Marke is low. And he gets out. Marke is still alive, but boy, that was close. He nearly moved into the Cho'Gall orb, and that would have been the end of him. 4 kills, 2-1. The invade on the camp over here. And yep, Lava Wave up at the top. Taking the entire thing down. Nicely done here. Putting some additional pressure onto that lane. Azerite low. Gets the heals. They go for Cho'Gall. Cho'Gall! And they get the kill. The Gazlord is down too. They get the double kill, everybody. Cho'Gall is dead, so is Gazlo. Banana H gets body blocked, and Morales kisses her life goodbye as they go for the additional channel. Now, as they push the bot lane, let's take a quick look at the Cho'Gall kill here. So, well, he tries to go for Azerite, but he just can't get the drop on him, and then Backhult moves in too, and they Quasar dies on Cho'Gall, and they follow up with the kill on the Robo-Goblin. Bot lane therefore converted, so Chili Mountain with 5 bell towers against 3, and way more map control now. which leads directly to them taking some of the pumpkins here. But of course, Cho'Gall is already back to business. So yeah. Damage output, to give you a bit of an idea. Well, first of all, we got the inevitable end in for now. And we also have the piercing lash with the tempered flame. So at the end of the day, you're pretty much going for blast wave everywhere you can. One of the pumpkins makes it through. They might be able to get even a few more connected. They're getting close, but no, putting them out, and they're saving against both of them. The Molten Block is in, even more survivability now for Cho'Gall, and that's a problem, believe me. But here's the damage output. We currently have Gal on 33,000. Cassia is at 40k though. So Cassia has real high damage at this point already. Berghold is forced back, and Dino is absolutely crushing it on the wave clear now topside. Even wanted to go for an interrupt, which he could not quite connect. But that one was close too. Smexy is doing his best to keep Azerite and everybody else at the bot lane alive so that they can hold on to that bell tower. And that control is super important for them. Topside, yeah, they go for the hits. Lava Wave is incoming, by the way. Kill for a kill. The Lava Wave taking the minions down, so they are saving themselves some space on that tower. But Dino is still sitting right here and will now eventually die because Maka is rotating in too. So all of a sudden, that's the end of it. Nicely done. There's obviously going to be a trade, or there should be a trade in altars. We have a single stack for last rides. 15 to 14. Yeah, there's the whip, and that pretty much denies the ult, or so I thought. And then I saw that Azerite is still up for grabs, and they connect the ult with him real quickly, closing the distance here. But that's 5 shots fired against 3, so now we're talking 18 points against 33 in favor of Chili Mountain. They might get to the winner bracket final. It's impressive! The team that didn't make it into the X Cup Summer Playoffs because they were on vacation and could only participate in 2 out of the 10 qualifiers. Here at Meta Madness, they not only qualify for the main event, they are also about to lock in a victory in the winner bracket semi-final. But we're not quite there yet. They're looking better now. They build up some momentum. They have a lead in talents. But can they win the entire thing? This is, after all, Towers of Doom. And if we've learned one thing about Towers of Doom over the past couple of years, it's that this map is always insane when it comes to comebacks. You can never count a team out here. A little bit of late game momentum is all you need, and you are going to absolutely crush it. So now, down at the bottom of the map, here's the play, straight up for the next few pumpkins. But Zul is pushing out the top lane, so he's trying to regain a bit of control over some of those bell towers, and the bottom one was already reconverted, so that would give them the advantage. And you can tell that Berghold is having a rough time keeping up with all of this. And this is going to be even more damage on it. Now, bot side, of course, the pressure continues as the pumpkins are making a connect. Making a run for it, quite literally, but they cannot take it down. And this is the triple altar phase now. Sonya with a bit of additional damage. We got 16 versus 16. That also gives us the overclock. And there's the Stim Drone. Stim Drone, Azerite, the heal from Smexy. Aegis, he tries his best. Azerite, and he finally dies. And Smexy gets also crushed. Give him the clamps. Give him the clamps. And he's giving all of them the clamps. Martial law is in at this point. And yep, now we got the shots against the red team. Team is fighting back, and they're fighting back big time. 10 points against 29. Lava Wave incoming. Yes, and that, of course, zones them out a little bit further. But look at Maka. He might be in trouble here. They try to lock him in. They can't quite. And it's all of a sudden Cho'Gall that is on the receiving end of this little beating here. They hold on to the bell tower. But at the top of the map, I highly doubt that they're going to be able to do the same thing here. Yeah, this is looking a little bit too rough. They're losing the bell tower. Just look at Masquerade. Just going at it with that sight. And they're even pressuring in the mid lane now. So 55,000 damage for Wooby on Sonya. We have 47,000 for Gal. Gazlo is at 32k. And it's 5 bell towers against 3 in favor of the blue team. 7 kills to 7. And they need some kills here. They need to somehow bring this over their time. Once they have the level 20, they have, of course, also a few more lava waves available. So that should help at least a little bit to control the lanes against all that wave clear a bit better. It's still not going to be easy. So here comes the play at the bot lane. And Cho'Gall is, of course, becoming an absolute monster right now. Looking at the lit knob. We got the Rune Gauntlet. There's the Stim Drone. Maka, body blocked. And he goes down. Ragnaros is dead. The rest of the team is in trouble. Backhold on the run. Shogal with a molten block. Aegis being used. Backhold. Last rites, but against the wrong hero. Nobody dying. Cassia is dead. Malthael is dead too. Smexy's trying to escape, and he dies too. So that is 20 on the board for the blue team. And of course now it's 5 bell towers to 3. Sonya wasn't with them. She retook topside. It's a double altar that's spawning now. We have 10 points to 25. And yeah, very likely Chili Mountain is going to lose 10 more points on the core now. Maybe more than that. With the pumpkins now moving in, it could be more than that. Here's already the channel. Banana Age got the first 5, so that makes it 20 to 10. Down here, Sonya is the only survivor of that slaughter that we observed earlier. And there's 1, 2, and 3. Yep, the shots are connecting. 5 more incoming. 10 to 12. Yeah, that's exactly what we talked about, isn't it? Late game on Towers of Doom. Late game on Towers of Doom is always tricky. So now at the top, they try to go for the Gaslow kill. If they can get that, that would be so important here. But Dino saves himself. Good stun against Sonya. If she would have been able to keep contact, then yeah, maybe they had a chance. Submerge. We got the Ignore Pain as the camp gets taken. The Titan's Revenge. Damage output on Cassia starting to escalate a bit. She's at 67,000. Easily the top damage in the game. But of course, yeah, the gap that they had is gone. It's completely gone. It's the blue team that is currently dominating all of this. And another stim drone is going to happen eventually. So they come in again with a lava wave. Trying to push the lane out and save it here. We have now the Katoon's Gift. We got the Twilight Frenzy. Gaslow with its raining scrap. No Mecha Lord. No clamps for them. But on level 20 we also got the Hospice Care and Daryl's Visage. As they're pushing the pumpkins even further. But this time the defense is ready for it. Can they win that fight though? This is such an important battle right now. There's the stim drone. Shogal. Backhold dead. The Aegis. And likely a kill against Smexy. He dies. And team is looking better and better with every battle that they're fighting here. They're still holding on to the bot lane control. With a bell tower conversion. 5, 2, 3, 10 until the altar spawns. The boss is up at the top. And oh boy, is Chili Mountain in trouble all of a sudden. Especially since these two badasses can now push through the mid lane even more aggressively. They move towards the top. Backhold, he sees it coming. The shots are fired. The boss is going to be claimed to 7 points to 10. Reconversion down at the bot lane. They're not even making a play for boss. They just let it happen. And that means they're going to be down to 3 points on the core. The shots are fired. And Chili Mountain is on their last leg. 3 points to 10. They try to go for the kill. Whoopi goes down. And this is just the worst case scenario. Malthael is here. Yrel is still dead. But now that she is about to come back onto the map, Whoopi dying is an utter disaster. Now Azerite is going to take the tower at the bot lane. The bell tower, that's going to be important. But they took the one at the top. And of course, the next set of altars is going to make this nearly impossible to win because we have 2. One at the top left, one at the top right. Incredibly difficult to reach for Chili Mountain. They need Sonya back to business and they need a kill against Shogal. And I just don't see it right now. I just don't see it. Maybe with a good last rites, if they can somehow get the connect here, drop the last rites, and just stack the damage, burst through all of the yields from Morales, they have a chance. But let's not forget about Molten Core either. Molten Core is such an important tool. And no, not like this. Azerite, Smexy, trying to heal them. They keep him alive, but... Oh, the Aegis, and he might fall now. They heal, and there's the kill. Big lava wave, but they don't care. That is not enough damage. Not nearly enough to help them out here. Market dies on Ragnaros, and that is lights out unless they get the kill. And they just don't. They just don't. Where's the last rights from Malthael? It's not there, but he had Molten go anyways. 5-man team wipe. Get wrecked. They get absolutely crushed in that battle. And now the altars are all up, but they don't want to win it through the altars. Instead, they go for the full bell tower conversion. It's the barrage that's gonna end them. Chili Mountain, it looked promising for them. But as you can tell, they can just YOLO into the death zone here. The shots are being fired. Team with the victory. They move on. They move on to the winner bracket final. The last shot is coming in. And that is game, everybody. That is game. Team Wa with a 2-1 victory over Chili Mountain. Well played. GG.